Right. Okay, we are recording. Okay, hello everyone.
Hi there.
Hi Bogdan. So we're here today with my friend Bogdan from Romania. We have some really important information for affiliate marketers that can truly transform your business, we feel. Bogdan and I met in Dubai for Affiliate World Dubai a few months ago. He came to the STM booth and we got talking about the law of attraction and the importance of mindset when it comes to success, and how at least 90% of affiliates are not really realizing their full potential because they're limited by their mindset. And I thought, like, wow, like we need to get this information to every affiliate, and starting with members of the STM forum. The forum's full of guides on how to make money on various ad platforms, but we don't really have a guide on mindset. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'll let Bogdan tell you all about it later on in the interview. And to start things off, I'm gonna ask Bogdan to share with you his personal story. He told me his story in Dubai and it's extremely inspiring. So Bogdan, can you please share with our audience how by changing your mindset, you were able to drastically increase your income and transform your life?
So, hi everyone. Amy, thank you very much for having me here. So yeah, it was really amazing to see that somebody who's running a forum on affiliate marketing is also very spiritual. And I think that's the reason why we are here, because like if you were not so spiritual as you are, maybe we wouldn't have connected. So me personally, I've always been interested in being successful. I think I was like, I don't know, I played football, handball, volleyball, basketball, and so on, and I always was really competitive, but like I've never been good. That's the trick, like in all my childhood, I was working the hardest, but like I was the best decent, and then I finished high school, went to college, and went to the States to work for the summer because I'm from Romania. And then even I started, I was always an entrepreneur, because I just couldn't see myself working for other people. So I had different businesses in my life. I had a construction company, a restaurant, real estate business. And even though, I was making money, but not, I was not being rich or something. I was making maybe average, just a few $1,000s a month, but working like crazy 12 hours a day. So I don't think that was good money anyways. But I was struggling, I was working like twice, three times more because, that's the kind of person I am. But I was, success was not showing. And I remember I was in 2011 when I joined a MLM company, a multi-level marketing company. And actually, I was working more than anybody in the network in all Romania. And I was like hardly making $500 a month in that network. So I remember the first book that I read on mindset was called As a Man Thinketh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the author, but that's when I first started to realize, man, there's something more here. It's not so much about what you do, but maybe your thoughts, maybe it's something else, and I need to investigate, because back then there was no information, right? Anyway, so in 2012, I finally found out about online marketing, and all the hard work that I put into it eventually paid off. But like I was still maybe making, I don't know, $2,000-3,000 a month, doing so many videos on YouTube, like I don't know, I started some Facebook ads, spending like $30 a day or something like that. But anyway, like I was just making a few $1,000s a month, but I was working again 10, 12 hours a day to just keep the videos in search. And then in 2015, that's when, I was lucky enough to be, I was spending the New Year's with some friends, and some of them were Theta healers instructors. And that's when I first heard about our subconscious mind, that actually the subconscious mind is the one who makes decision for us. And if we are struggling and we are very bad on success, even though we work like crazy, that's why you are struggling, because your subconscious mind is not set up for success and for things to come easy. And that was a big aha for me, because when I find when I got the tools to actually test what was in my subconscious mind, I just realized I was set up for struggle. I was set up for a lot of work. I was set up for I don't know, like maximum to be average in terms of revenue. And that's when that was like a big thing for me, because I realized it's not something wrong with me, but it's something that was the program was not even mine, was something that I got from my parents and from the people around me, and that I can actually change that. So actually what happened was that I hired a coach, and we started working, and he was actually developing himself too. He kind of was learning new techniques on how to change the subconscious mind. And that's when like we worked 2 3 sessions a week, and then just overnight, I went to making $1,000 a day, then $2,000 a day, with almost no change in my. In fact, I stopped working. I started traveling around the world. And it was like everything came easy to me. So, and then what happened was that I continued this journey on changing myself, because I deal with a lot of frustration in my life, because being so persevering and working so hard for results, and they were not coming. You got a lot of stress inside of you, and you just feel frustrated. So I had to change that to being happy, grateful, and just in a state of appreciation and love for everything, and to accept that life, it is the way it is, but actually we have the power to change our reality. And if something is not good today, or it's not good, because I don't believe this good is or bad, it's just experience. But if
Yep.
it's not something that you're experiencing today is not what you desire, and it is because of you, and you alone can change your reality and actually attract whatever you want to have happen. So I continued this journey. I started to go to different retreats. I started to work in all areas of my life, because this same thing happened in my relationships. I had lots of bad relationship, even though I was very loving as a person. I either had, a lot of stress in the relation, very jealous girlfriends, like I was not happy in that side. Even so, I had to work a lot on myself over there as well. And I think this is the reason why it was like my parents were not rich. They were always struggled financially. My parents were not happy, as a always fighting. That's what I had in my life as well, always fighting with my girlfriends. So what happened was that over the next few years, I went to a few retreats. I meditated every single day for sometimes even an hour, 2 hours a day, and I completely changed myself. And honestly, like right now, I have a life of my dreams. I'm super healthy, do 2 workouts a day. My business makes me, like in a bad day, $10,000 a day. I have good day when I'm making $30,000 a day. But most importantly, I don't even work. Like even when I work, I just don't feel like working, because I feel like everything is just perfect. I've also manifested my dream girlfriend. Honestly, she's everything I wanted to. And right now, my goal is to help others, because I've always been passionate about success. But like for the last 3 4 years, when I've seen that, my life has completely changed, and everything comes so easy to me, and I'm in a state of abundance and happiness all the time. I wanted to give others, what worked for me. And honestly, I talked to so many successful people because I wanted to get something from them that I could share to everybody else. And I've realized that most people who became successful, who had a story like mine, did it unconsciously. So they didn't have a system that they followed that they can implement and share to others. So it's almost impossible to teach others how to change and become happier, when you don't even know what you did for yourself. Now, I'm very grateful that, I know I have the system, I know it worked for myself, and I share it with just a few people, like friends, and their life has changed. The one who have implemented, they live heaven on earth, and that's their life. And I really think that everybody, especially, I'm really going to focus on affiliates, because I've been an affiliate, super affiliate, like in the past few years. And I think that my journey can definitely resonate with them. And of course, if affiliates who are always being named as, like doing black hat, gonna change their mindset, and instead of feeling like there's a lot of competition and just not enough, they would change that and just fill their heart with love and just becoming more generous, more abundant. That would transform into their marketing. And honestly, I think that the whole world will become better. So yeah, I think that's a few words about me.
Wow. Yeah, that's I just heard that for the second time, your personal story, and yeah, it still inspires me. Um, just one question at this point. You said that having a new mindset and new subconscious programming is behind your success, and it's not your advertising skills. We talked about that before. Um, can you please explain a bit more about that to the audience? Because I know a lot of affiliates, like we always talk about tips and tricks and, creatives and, bidding and all this technical stuff on how to achieve success. But then there is more to that, and a lot more, because a lot of people are using the same methods to run offers, but one can be very successful and the other one can completely bomb. So
Yeah.
yeah, can you please
So
talk more about that?
So basically, you have two minds, so to speak, right? You have the conscious mind, which is uh, actually conscious, like maximum 5% of the time. That's when you are reading, when you are maybe talking with somebody. But most of the time, you are unconscious. So basically, your subconscious mind is taking over. And let me give you an example. Like when you're driving, right? When you first time you are driving, okay, when you are being taught how to drive, your conscious mind is learning that skill, and it's conscious, right? But then after you got so many miles driving, your conscious mind is not even present when it's driving. It's looking at others. Your subconscious is running the whole show. Now, the same things happens in your life, and most people are conscious less than 5% of the time. So basically, when you are running ads, when you're doing marketing, right? Okay, basically your subconscious is creating the content and the advertising based on the information you got on your conscious mind, but mostly based on the programs about money, about success, and so on, which they have developed in the first years of their lives. So basically, when a child is born, in the first 6, 7 years of his life, his mind is his brain is all the time in theta waves. That means that everything he hears, listens, feels becomes a program for him that follows him all his life. So when you're talking about money and success, most of us were born into poor families or families that were struggling financially. And think about it, those programs follow us for the rest of our lives until the moment we can become conscious about them and we change them. So, of course, when you're running ads, if your programs are something like you don't deserve to be rich, you don't deserve to be successful. You should not make more than $1,000 a month. So on, so many programs like this, or money is evil. If you have money, you can die. So many programs, which most people have, believe it or not. Of course, you're gonna take stupid decision in your marketing, and you're not even aware. You do, oh, that's normal, as that's a perfect good decision, right? Yeah, but how come you're struggling? Why 95% of all affiliate marketing are breaking even at the best? And most of them are doing like 100, 200, $300 a day, a month, I mean, in revenue, since since we have access to the same methods, same ads, and so on. It's because the programs we have in our subconscious are stopping people from achieving success. And the problem is that most of them don't even know it. And the same thing happens in relationships. If you had parents who were fighting, were not happy, and so on, you're basically going to have the same pattern. I mean, not all the time, but most of the time, you're going to have the same pattern at what you've seen at home. So that's the reason why most people are struggling in their life, and I'm talking all the aspects of their lives. And of course, right now, when you think about it, I also want to give you an example. For example, I have a lot of friends, maybe not very close, but like, and I'm talking about affiliate marketers. So I'm a member in big communities, and we have groups in which we talk and so on. So I have friends that maybe last year made $10 million, right? They were making 50K a day, with like 60-70% positive ROI every single day. And I have others that altogether last year they made maybe $300,000-$400,000, but they spend more on ads, so they kind of like got negative, right? And honestly, I had a chance to see their ads, to see the landing pages promoting the same offers from ClickBank, and they were almost the same ads, almost the same landing pages. It's just that, maybe it was a little bit tweaked, because now, thanks to spy tools, you almost cannot have a much better ads than your competition, and most people are using spy tools. The ones who don't, mostly their programming is stopping them from going to buy spy tools, but like, since both of them are using the same ad, they have the same landing pages, how come, one is making so much money, the other one is losing money? It's their mindset, right? So yeah, it's not only in my opinion, but it's something that's already proven. I've tested this for a long time. I've studied this. The subconscious is in charge, and unless you know what's inside your subconscious and change it so that it supports your efforts, you are always going to struggle.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. I've seen that everywhere, literally. Yeah, those are some really good examples. Do you have some more examples that can explain the same concept?
So yeah, as I said, the thing that you see in affiliate marketers, they are using the same thing, like especially for affiliates, it's different when you're a vendor. I also have my own offers. Yeah, so basically you can get, you can have a new story or something, but when you're an affiliate, you cannot control too much. Is the best you can do is just the journey that the client takes from the social media or from where you've taken him to the VSL. That's all you can do. And there's not so much thing that you can do there much better than the best one, because the spy tools, as I told you, right? Now, like if I was to give you more examples, honestly, like I can't think of another example that I can give you right now, but I think that's just enough. I can just share my own experience. I remember I was doing right Facebook ads. I was spending maybe $30 a day, right? and but that was like I couldn't see myself spending more. So what happened was that whenever I started working with a coach and we kind of like change all my subconscious programming, with almost no tweaks in my ads or landing pages, I just started to spend a little bit more. And what happened was that from $30 I went to $300, and I was making $700-800. Okay, that's just an example. Back then advertising was super easy, the pixel were firing correctly and so on. But right now what I'm saying is that your actions, your targeting, the way you split your ads and so on, it's mainly based on your programming. Because like I'm sure your forums gives people so many examples how to set up campaign, how to change, how to like there's like so many options. And like there's so much knowledge right now, and I'm 100% sure that most of your members have all the knowledge they need to run Facebook ads. And how come 90% of them are struggling? It is because their mindset, the program they have in their subconscious is making them take the wrong decision. And maybe another example, right? I'm in a group with some of the biggest Facebook affiliates, and just yesterday, most of them got a huge hit from Facebook. I don't know what happened, but like their ROI just went from 30-40% a day to minus 40 a day. The cost per click went to over $2. It's just crazy what happened. But even though all of them are running on agency accounts, it's not right, but like a few of them were not effective. So yeah, with a smaller percentage, I don't know exactly what it did, but because I didn't have time to talk to them yet, but I know they were not affected. So since you got people on a platform running the same algorithm, how come some people are able to avoid those things, right? So for sure they did something differently, and your actions are kind of like guided by the thoughts, and the thoughts are guided by your subconscious programming, which is dictating your whole reality. Basically, what's inside of your subconscious mind, that's what is going to happen outside of you. So if you want a different reality, a different life, you have to work on what's inside of you. And it's an amazing news, right? Because since a lot of people right now maybe hearing this for the first time, you think that your reality, your life is just is like it's just an effect, and but now you can alter the cause, you can change what's there, and your life can change. And it's something that it's something that you have control over. It's not something that happens to you. You are the one making it happen. It just that you need to work on yourself first and change that.
That is a very, very powerful and empowering realization. And I think where a lot of people mess up is they try to change reality directly without changing their own thoughts. It's like your reality is constructed by your own thoughts. So if you don't work on your thoughts, you don't work on yourself, and you try to change reality through action alone, it would be like trying to manufacture the perfect product using a faulty machine, and then trying to rework the faulty products. Like then you're always trying to rework something that doesn't come out right. Whereas you can fix your machine, and then all the products will come out perfect. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's really, really, really powerful. So that's all really, really helpful and inspiring and interesting. So Bogdan, what can people do to concretely take action towards having more success in their business?
Okay, so there's so many things that I can share, but like time is super limited now. What I did, I created a training, and I wanted to give everyone the chance to get this training for free. Basically, I'm going to teach them, first of all, how to figure out what is their programming for money, for success, for uh, relationships, and so on. I'm going to give them a few techniques that they can use to see what their programming is. That's the first part. Also, I'm going to talk about fears, which is also second big thing, which is like some type of, also fears are some type of programs, but are even more powerful. And they are, again, in your subconscious mind, and are creating so many bad outcomes for us and stopping us from achieving our goals. I'm going to teach them how to find those fears. And then I'm going to give them a few techniques to change the programs with the programs, new programs that can help them support and really attract abundance in their life. Also to get rid of all the fears. And then basically I'm going to give them a formula that's I've worked with a very good friend of mine for manifesting our dream lives, and we've tested with experimenting, like creating the actually 10 steps to creating a perfect and amazing life for yourself. Yeah, it can happen overnight. It can happen, but like for me, it took a few years of work, not hard work, because like basically when you work with yourself, you should enjoy that, because like it's like finding yourself. A lot of people don't even know who they are. They just, I don't even know what they are doing. That's why so many people are spending so much time on Facebook, Netflix, and so on. They are running away from themselves. Our life is about finding ourselves and knowing who we are, and just showing that authenticity out there to the world. Because I think we are marvelous creatures. We are God's creation. How can we not be perfect? So the thing is that once people can go through all that, they're gonna have all the power they need to change their lives. And yeah, basically, you're gonna put the training on the STM forum, and my goal here is to really help, and we'll see how people respond to it. We'll see how we can actually help them. I just let it out there in the universe, and I'm 100% sure God is going to guide us to make the things perfect.
Thank you so much, Bogdan. Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I think our job is just to follow our intuition, get this information out there, and whoever resonates with it and attracts it will come into this information. Thank you so much for this interview today. Thank you so much for even coming up to the STM booth in Dubai. So we have a chance to meet and to get into this conversation. And thank you for creating this absolutely wonderful course. I've seen it. I saw it yesterday. It just blew my mind away. So I'm really, really, really eager to start putting this information on the forums, and we'll see how life-changing this course is and how many lives this course is going to change.
Yeah, my goal is to change at least 300,000 people, to give them back their freedom, which is something that is our God's given right, to have freedom in our life. So we don't have to go to work and do things that we don't enjoy. And we'll see how many will get there, but that's the goal. So thank you very much, Amy, for this. We'll keep in touch, and I'll give you a big hug in Barcelona.
Will do. Thank you, Bogdan.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.